We have been talking about this forever now. An unkillable clan boss team. Is this necessarily the end goal? I do not think so. I think we need a lot of work to do still. As you can see, my damage in one key. What I have set up now is a slower unkillable clan boss team. I got a lot of assistance from some community members since I couldn't really navigate around the Deadwood Jedi calculator speed thingy bobber myself. I did dive into the Hell Hades artifact optimizer. I will make another video on that real soon. But you guys have been talking it up and down since day one of me playing Raid, and I finally did it. We still have 4 more days for the free gear removal event, so I'm thinking that before that event goes away, I would like to convert my slow team for the unkillable clan boss composition to a faster one. Thinking that it'll do more damage, yada yada yada, and I'll have to use less keys to potentially get the max chest. It seems very far away, but I'm just happy that I finally even got Roscard's A3 maxed out to help out with that team. I wanted to show you guys my progress so far with the slow team, and we can make another video on the faster unkillable clan boss team when the time comes, and hopefully that'll be like by the end of the week. This damage that we did previously, 12.84 million with 1 key, was on Ultra Nightmare on the Void Affinity, so we're gonna give it another go with the exact same team since I spent forever speed tuning it. I had to rip apart gear so many times thinking that it was it, but then it's not, and then it was, and then it's not. Then we had to make some adjustments as well. Oh my lord, I don't really understand it. Like I said, huge shout outs to awesome community members who helped me with this team because I definitely would not have been able to do it on my own. I gotta start on ×1 auto at first just to make sure everything's good to go in preparation, since we have to delay Battle's ability one more time. That way he can go ahead and cleanse the stun off of Skull Crusher, otherwise it's like not in sync or something. I don't really know. Okay, after Roscard, and it should be my Battle. Here we go. Yes, and then just use this ability, his A1 instead. Since Battle only technically has 2 abilities, I can't delay for 2 turns, unfortunately. All right, here we go. And then Battle should be able to cleanse the stun off of Skull Crusher. Yay! And then from here on out, it should be in sync, and Skull Crusher should be unkillable. My team shouldn't take a bunch of AoE damage from the clan boss. Battle should consistently be cleansing that stun off of Skull Crusher, because I know Skull Crusher can take it off himself, but then when we did it like that, he was having a rough time lining it up, and eventually his unkillable buff was out of sync, and it was just a waste. I died around, I think, turn 26 to like turn 30. Now with this slow team in sync completely, I can go ahead and push all the way to boss turn 50. Too bad my damage isn't necessarily there, because technically speaking, I would have to use a buttload of keys to even get the max chest, what, like 5 keys or something. I'm totally open to try out the fast team, plus my team isn't necessarily fully built out quite yet. For example, my Deacon does not have War Master yet. I'm still waiting on about another 150 Mastery Scrolls to get him maxed out. Although my Skull Crusher has it, my Battle has it. I'm currently working on scrolls for Roscard and my Lysanthier. At the same time, I'm working on some food champions, and I'm not really sure who to boop up first to 6 stars, either Lysanthier or Roscard. But we can take a look at the damage meters after this and see which one's better. I personally think that Lysanthier might be the better choice, but out of pure convenience, I might do Roscard before Lysanthier. The reason is this. I was looking at the Hell Hades artifact optimizer thingy-mabobber, right? And when I took a look at what Roscard stats were to be, if he was 6 stars, it adjusted his speed, and I'm just like, wait, really? There's no way in game that I know of to be able to see what his stats would change to if I were to upgrade him all the way up to 6 stars. So what I mean by pure convenience is that if I only have 4 more days for free gear removal, right? And I have to put into consideration that Roscard's speed is going to change if I get him up to 6 star. That means I have to re-gear him all over again and potentially have to play around with my other gear pieces to get him in that sweet spot. Also, my Grey Hall only has +4 speed at the moment for Demon Lord with around 300 bronze medals left over, and I need 300 more to get another +2 speed. So if I am also going to get that before the free gear removal, then that would be nice, right? Then I can go ahead and adjust my entire team and make sure everything is looking a-okay, giving me a little bit more wiggle room for more defenses, survivability, damage, whatever. Laying all those factors out on the board, I'm hoping that we can reach way more damage once I test out the fast version of the unkillable clan boss team, and if I can get it down. Because let me tell you, I ripped apart my whole account so many times yesterday, and I was starting to get really frustrated. Never felt more frustrated before in my life playing Raid Shadow Legends. Prior to that, I was having a good time. It's always a great time playing Raid, even when I'm going for summons and I'm just getting the rare attacks like crazy. I'm still having a good time, but having to get like the exact stats for this composition to really work, I don't really know if I recommend it. I mean, it pays off, right? Once you get it done and once you get it perfected, if you make any adjustments to the team, then you're screwed. You have to start all over again. Since I had to make these champions that you see, Lysanthier, Battle, my Deacon, Skullcrusher, and Roscard fairly slow, except for Roscard. Roscard is still pretty fast, but I use Deacon for basically every type of content, especially PvP, having him being an opener. But now that he's like butt slow, I can't use him for that anymore. If I put him in my PvP team right now, he will go 3rd on the team, which is before my nuker, but still, it's not like the greatest thing in the whole wide world. So that's why I had to adjust my entire rest of the roster, making Fabian and my Armands the fastest, using my lockout or stun champions right away, hoping to, you know, completely shut down the enemy team if possible. Sat myself down and did so much reading, typed to a bunch of people asking for help, watched so many YouTube videos. I even sat down and watched a whole Ash video on how to make a PvP team work, and honestly, I don't even think I did it right anywho. But we'll save that for another video. Who knows, I might be adjusting my PvP team before then. Currently, we're on boss turn 40, almost at 10 mil damage. We're going strong. Lysanthier has been a beast. I know he's not like the best champion to use for clan boss, the Demon Lord in specific, but he is doing me a lot of justice right now and dishing out so much damage in comparison to my Alice. My Alice did a fair amount of damage, but Lysanthier being at level 50 and not even geared as well as my Alice, he's doing, I think, double her damage already. Granted, I've never tried using her in Ultra Nightmare Demon Lord, but for Brutal, for example, she doesn't do all that much damage. For Ultra Nightmare Demon Lord, Beastbane dished around like 6 million damage with Battle around like 5 mil damage. So I can't wait to get either, you know, Giant Slayer, War Master, whatever it is, whichever one's better on Beastbane, plus getting him up to level 60 with the awesome stats, because everybody knows level 60s are everything, and I slept on them for so long. Okay, my team is about to get nuked. We're approaching boss turn 50. I don't really understand, why does my team just all of a suddenly die at turn 50 when I still have the unkillable, or not the unkillable, the block damage buff on? Is it just because like the boss enrages and that's just the end of it? You can't go on forever, or what's going on? See, look, like I still have the block damage on, but then I die. So we're consistently hitting around 12.4 to 12.8 million damage with this team at the moment. Oh, okay. Listen, there did a little bit less damage this time around. 4.2, we'll round it up, 4.2 million damage, and Battle carrying at 5 mil. Seriously, I can't wait to get Listen Theory up to level 60, Rosgard to 60, getting War Master on Listen Theory and Rosgard and Deacon. So that's gonna be just so many factors on top of each other for more damage. If you can see, I did switch around my blessings a little bit and put on Brimstone for Listen Theory instead of Crushing Ren for Demon Lord in specific, and I don't know, it'll just have to do too for Hydra. Who knows if it's good. Rosgard used to have Cruelty, but having Deacon and Rosgard on the same team with both Cruelty is sort of redundant. So I took it off of Rosgard and put on Brimstone again based off of some advice from the community members. Just having additional damage since it's on like what, a 4-turn cooldown for the Brimstone, and then it's like it lasts for 2 turns. So with 2 champions having Brimstone, there's just more uptime on it. I really need to get an Awakening Soul for Bad L, please, because we'll probably just throw on Phantom Touch on him too, right, for more damage. That's what I have on my Skull Crusher, and taking Alice out of my Demon Lord team and putting Listen There in instead with Brimstone allowed me to switch up her blessing as well to the Soul Reap. But what do you guys think? I know it was a little bit of a waste using both of my keys on Ultra Nightmare mode, not doing too much damage. I'm just really genuinely happy and relieved that I could do it, and we've been trying to get this unkillable team going forever now. I'll end up updating you guys in another video on the fast version of this team, switching things up a little bit. Hopefully I'll get Rosgard at level 60 by then, and my last bit of scrolls for more War Master. Y'all, if you haven't jumped into Raid Shadow Legends yet or looking to play on an alt account, be sure to check out my download link down below for a solid start in Raid. Getting yourself 3 awesome champions. One is a legendary named Eleanor after the tutorial. The second is an epic champion, Tagore at level 15, and Ugo at level 30. Another awesome epic. Thank you so much guys for tuning into my video, just updating y'all on my progression. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.